A few words on fasting. And oh, yeah, reminder, every experience in life is a spiritual experience. Quick little story. I had to undergo a medical procedure last week on 12/12, actually. And for 2 days in advance of 12/12, I needed to fast. Really, the day before and the day of the procedure, but worked out to be just a little bit under 48 hours. And I've seen a lot of videos. I've seen a lot of people post on the benefits of fasting, especially the spiritual aspects of fasting and the detoxing of the body and the benefits that you can receive from a good fast. But I never tried it, never had the courage to do it. So I was forced to in this case. And importantly, I was also forced to do a cleanse, to drink this liquid and flush you all out. And I will leave the description at that. But the point is, on 12/12, the universe not forced me, but put me in a position where I could experience a fast and a cleanse as part of this procedure. And it reminded me, gosh, everything is in fact a spiritual experience. So fasting, again, I'm probably going to seem very much like a noob on this, having not done it before, but and I know many people have a lot of experience with fasting. I stopped eating around 6, 7, and 6, 7, and at night, and woke up at 6 a.m. the next morning. And I would say started to get hungry mid-morning, 10, 11, 12. And then the hunger faded and was replaced with headaches and some grumpiness. And the body was starting to panic a little bit with the lack of calories. But then once I got past that and I was able to overcome the physical symptoms, and I think that's the spiritual bit, is the mastery of the physical symptoms. Once I achieved that, then I reached this point of clarity, this connection with spirit that was really quite beautiful and powerful. I felt lighter. I felt clarity I felt clear. I felt my intuition was sharper. I felt the world was sharper. Everything I was experiencing just felt a little bit lighter and easier and cleaner and less cloudy, perhaps. And even the mind was crisper. And it got me thinking, boy, food, unless done correctly, food can be very low vibrational. And even done correctly, it can still be low vibrational if, in fact, the food that you're consuming is at a lower vibration than your frequency. And I know that I tend to eat food that is a lower vibration. And so it's kind of pulling me down. It's holding me back. What this fast reminded me of was I maybe don't need as much food as I take in. And I certainly can have some periods of time when I just let the body cleanse and heal. So doing a cleanse and doing a fast, both were on my list. Scared to do them. This procedure forced me to do it. The universe gave me the opportunity. And what an experience. I'm going to try to roll this fasting into my practice, my mindfulness practice. My senses, my intuition is that if I can do 2 days once a month, that would be a great place to be. So I'm going to start trying to do that, and I'll report back on how that goes. But 1 2-day fast, and I'm on board. I'm fully convinced that this is really powerful and good for you and good for your health, good for your spiritual, mental, physical health. And also, I was reminded that, in fact, everything we experience in life is indeed a spiritual experience. Because this fast and this cleanse in preparation for this procedure ended up showing me the power of fasting and cleansing in a spiritual practice and how connected you can get when you have that mental clarity, when you have that cleanliness of your spirit and of your field, where you've removed a lot of the toxins, a lot of the heaviness. So, interesting pair of lessons thought I would share. Number 1, fasts. Boy, if you want to accelerate your spiritual ascension, I think that's a good way to do it. With reason and being careful not to do any physical damage. I'm not a doctor. And I'm just saying I had this experience, and it was profound for me. And also, in case we needed it again, the reminder, everything we experience is in fact spiritual in nature. Even when it seems like a 3D thing, getting this procedure done, very 3D procedure, ends up being a spiritual practice wrapped up in the procedure. And isn't it beautiful how the universe works?